The episode multiplication will be released in 3 days, and in this video we will be talking about all the spoilers that we know about the episode plus some theories that I have. So before we start, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also turn on the notifications, because I will always keep you updated with every new information about Miraculous. So now let's begin. First of all, let's talk about the trailer that Gloob released after the episode Evolution. So the trailer starts with Marinette in her room complaining to Alia that because of her there's no Rena Rouge, no Carapace, because she lost all the Miraculous. She also tells Alia that she can't be distracted with her love for Adrien, so she renounces to him for the 1000th time. But only 5 seconds after she says that, she receives a call from Adrien. This phone call for me is the most shocking part of the trailer, and probably is gonna be one of my favorite parts of the episode, because just look what Adrien says to Marinette. I wanted to talk to you, there's still a lot that I don't understand, but I'm sure my life would be very different without you. I'm really curious how he decided to make this phone call. Probably he was talking to Plague and realized that Marinette is more than just a friend, because right after this phone call, look what's going to happen. He is going to kiss Marinette, not on the lips probably. I guess that he'll try to kiss her on the cheek. And I know, in France, kissing on the cheek is not that much, but it's still something. It is confirmed that in this season, Ladybug will have feelings for Cat Noir and Cat Noir for Marinette. And probably we are gonna see more Mary Chat, I hope. But this happening in the second episode is just unbelievable, because we saw the episode Evolution. Nothing happened between Marinette and Adrien in that episode. So what can happen that much in this episode for Adrien to have feelings for Marinette? What if he finds out about the scarf from the episode The Bubbler, because he thinks that Gabriel gave him that scarf on his birthday, but actually it was Marinette. There was also some interaction between them in the episode Mr. Pigeon 72, if you remember the umbrella scene, where Adrien kind of blushed in front of Marinette at the car, and he was distracted by her when he was getting in the car. So there are some hints about him liking Marinette in that episode, and if he finds out about the scarf or something that Marinette probably did for him, he's gonna realize that he has feelings for her. Probably most of you know that the Bible of season 5 was released some days ago or a week ago, I don't remember exactly when. But without my intention, I saw on TikTok a video of someone saying a spoiler from the Bible, and now this spoiler is 24/7 in my head. I won't say the spoiler because it's kind of a big spoiler, but I'm really happy that this is the only spoiler that I saw and not more spoilers, because I don't want to know a lot about season 5 before watching it. But all I'm gonna say is that season 5 is for sure the best one. Some weeks ago, Gloob posted some information about season 5, and we know that Adrien will ask Marinette out on a boat date. I don't think this will happen in the episode multiplication. I guess it will happen in the Kwame's choice or in the finale maybe. But I really hope that he will ask her out in this episode, because last week Gloob released the episode Evolution, and in 3 days Gloob will release the episode Multiplication, and after that I'm sure it's gonna be a long hiatus before the episode Destruction. We know that in this season the episodes will be released in order, so I really hope that the boat date will happen in one of the first episodes. I have waited too much years and now I don't have patience anymore. Let's move on to the fight, and the akumatized villain in this episode is Kagambi's mom, who will be re-akumatized into Ikari Gozen. In the episode Evolution, there was no akumatized villain, and that really surprised me, because I guess that is the only episode in Miraculous history who doesn't have an akumatized villain. And I was kind of worried, because I thought that maybe in season 5 there are not gonna be akumatized villains and only Monarch will be the villain and uses the Miraculouses for himself. And probably in the episode multiplication, I thought that he's gonna use the most miraculous, of course, to multiply himself and make a mess around the city. And I'm really happy that Ikari Gozen will appear in this episode because she's a really dangerous villain, like Strike Back was. I really enjoy watching strong super villains. And besides the fact that she's a super strong villain herself, she's gonna use the most miraculous to multiply herself. And all I can say is rip Ladybug and Kid Noir. This will be really dangerous for Ladybug and Kid Noir and everyone in Paris, because just look how many Karigozans are there and they are all so powerful. Just imagine that you are casually walking on the street and you suddenly see this. No one can convince me that in this episode at least someone from Paris is not killed by all these Ikari Gozens. First of all, she's huge and really dangerous, as I said, and she destroys everything around her, so it's impossible for someone to not die. Of course, they won't show this in the episode because it's a kids show after all, but it's common sense that someone at least is killed. Or if not killed, at least really bad injured. Because just imagine that Ikari goes and hits you with her sword without intention. And after that you will be probably paralyzed. And what if Ladybug loses? She can't use her lucky charm to bring everything back to normal, so you will just be paralyzed. As I said, they won't show this in the episode, it's just one of my thoughts. Something new will happen in this episode, and as I said, Ikari Gozen will have the most miraculous and she will multiply herself using the most miraculous. But now the question is, how will she get the most miraculous and where is the most miraculous, because she isn't wearing it? And now I have some theories about this situation. My first theory is that probably she's wearing it or it's inside her, because we know from the episode Ikari Gozen of season 3 that inside her there are some chairs and probably the most miraculous is there, because she wants to make sure that Ladybug and Cat Noir will not get the miraculous from her neck. My second theory is about the rings, because we know that Gabriel will create some rings and transfer the powers from the miraculouses to the rings. I don't know how he will do that, but for sure he will do this in the episode multiplication, because at the end of the trailer, Kagami's mom told Gabriel the prototype is ready, and Monarch says it's time to go to the next step. 100% they are talking about the rings who have the powers of the miraculouses, and probably she's wearing one of the rings, because the prototype that she's talking about, it's the most miraculous ring probably. If this theory is true, it means that Kagami's mom knows that Gabriel is Monarch. I am really sure that she knows that Gabriel is Monarch, because from what I remember, Gabriel said in one of the episodes that he found the butterfly and the peacock miraculous while he was on a trip with the Tsurugi family, so probably he told Kagami's mom about the miraculouses. Since Natalie doesn't help him anymore because of what he did in the episode Evolution, and we know that she said that he doesn't deserve anyone's help, I'm sure that Natalie and Gabriel will make peace in one of the episodes, but probably not in this one, in multiplication. But since we know that she doesn't help him anymore, he needs a new ally. And who is a better ally than Kagami's mom? Because she knows that she's Monarch, and also, as I said, they found the miraculouses in a trip. And we also know that Masterful lost the peacock and the butterfly miraculous somewhere near the temple after it got burnt. And what were Gabriel and Kagami's mom doing near the temples where there are all the miraculous boxes? Sounds suspicious to me. I always felt that Kagami's mom knows more than we know, because she was always working with Gabriel and having secret conversations with him, signing a lot of documents, so for sure she knows that he's monarch. I really hope that we will get more information about their past, how they found the Miraculouses, or more scenes with Emily, because one of my favorite parts of the episode Evolution was the moment where Gabriel gave the Peacock Miraculous to Emily, and that was one of the best moments in Miraculous history for me. I don't know why, but I just love this moment. And I'm really excited to see the episode Evolution in English dub, to see if Emily has the same voice actor as her twin sister Amelie. My point is that I really want to know more information about their past, more flashbacks, because their past is really mysterious. Also, I forgot to mention that I posted the trailer for the episode Multiplication with English subtitles on my channel, and I really want to thank you so much for all the support at that video. It got over 100k views in 3 days, and it never happened before. I'm really thankful. And also thank you so much for 28k subscribers. My last theory about how Ikari Gozen will use the most Miraculous is that somehow maybe Gabriel will transfer the powers from the Miraculouses into an object that maybe Ikari Gozen holds, or something like this. I heard some rumors about this, but I'm not really sure if they are true or not. By the way, I really hope that Kagami will appear in this episode and will hype up Marinette, because Kagami now ships Adrien and Marinette. So it will be really nice to see Alia and Kagami hyping up Marinette. And maybe Kagami and Luca will become a couple, not in season 5, probably in season 6, because it's too soon now. Season 5 will not be focused on side characters, it will be more on Monarch, Marinette and Adrien, but I really hope that Luca will be a main character in at least one of the episodes, and Kagami the same. Now let's read the synopsis of the episode, and if you don't know what a synopsis is, it means the description of the episode in general. So Marinette decides to give up her love for Adrien to avoid further disasters and focuses on getting ready to fight Monarch. But days go by and no akumatized villain appears. Did the villain give up? So let's analyze the synopsis now. Marinette decides to give up her love for Adrien, and we saw that in the trailer. And this is the moment, I guess, when the love square will start to switch up, and Marinette will fall in love with Quête Noire, and Quête Noire will fall in love with Marinette. I just realized that in the episode Glaciator 2.0 from season 4, I guess it was the episode 15 if I remember well, Marinette confessed her love for Adrien to Quête Noire. And what if Quête Noire somehow realizes that Marinette's love confession is for Adrien, and then Adrien will be something like, wait, I like her too. That would be amazing. So now let's move on to the last part of the synopsis. Days go by and no akumatized villain appears. Did the villain give up? Something that I saw no one is talking about is that the episodes Risk, Strike Back and Evolution happen in the same day. So that was the worst day of their lives, and a lot is happening in just one day. Felix found out Emily in the basement. Felix stole all the Miraculouses and gave them to Gabriel, and also Felix got the Peacock Miraculous for himself. Monarch threatens everyone in Paris, saying that he will attack everyone until he gets the Ladybug and Quête Noire Miraculous. They traveled through time a lot of times using the Rabbit Miraculous, and also Alex used the Dog Miraculous and got for herself forever the Bunny Miraculous. And of course they got the Bunny Miraculous back, and in my opinion is the only Miraculous that they will get back in this season, and they will get back all the Miraculouses in the last episode. My point is that they went through a lot in just one day, especially Ladybug. It's one of the worst days of her life, I guess, and they really deserve some days with no akumatized villains so they can rest. Sometimes I forget that they are only 14 years old and there's a lot of responsibility for them. So I'm really happy that there are gonna be some days with no akumatized villains. until Ikari goes and shows up. But in these days, I guess that Gabriel and Kagami's mom will work at the rings to transfer the powers from the Miraculouses to the rings, and will make the first prototype using the mouse Miraculous. And from now on, the akumatized villains will be even stronger because besides their powers, they will have a Miraculous. The last thing that I want to talk about in this video is again the love square. As I said in the beginning, Adrien will not just fall in love with Marinette suddenly. And now I have my last theory from this video, and the theory is about why Adrien called Marinette. In the phone call, Adrien said to Marinette that he can't imagine his life without her, so it means that probably Marinette is really exhausted after what happened in the episodes Risk, Strike Back and Evolution, and she didn't come to school, and probably lost the contact with her friends and didn't talk to anyone in these days besides Tiki and Alia. And Alia is in Marinette's room in the beginning of the trailer because, as I said, Marinette probably didn't come to school anymore, and Alia came to her house to see how she's dealing with the situation. She's a really good friend to Marinette, and I'm happy that she told Alia that she's Ladybug. And also I know that some of you hate Alia because of what she did in the episode Rocketeer at the end, when she told Nino that she's still Rina Rouge. But remember that they are just teenagers and they are dealing with a lot. And going back to the phone call, Adrien calls Marinette because he's really worried that she didn't come to school and wanted to see how she's doing and hype her up. So this is all for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and turn on the notifications. As I said, I will always keep you updated with every new information about Miraculous. I will make more videos about the episode multiplication on Monday, when we will get the first minute or a random minute from the episode posted by gloob. And probably we will get more spoilers and information about the episode. So I'm gonna make videos with everything new about the episode multiplication. I'm more hyped about this episode than I was for Evolution. So as I said, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and turn on the notifications, and I'll see you soon.